Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my mind space. I'm Tenny, and thank you for being here with me today. So, lately, I found myself reflecting on something I think we always never notice while it's happening. Have you ever realized when something you once simply wanted, like a new job, a new relationship, a new home, a new environment, a new habit, quietly and slowly becomes something you felt you needed instead? That shift, though, is always subtle, quiet, often unintentional, and that shift changes a simple want and everything around it. And you can only recognize it once you're carrying the weight of the need. Personally, I think one thing is one of the most beautiful parts of being human. One thing is desire, one thing is curiosity, one thing is exploration. It's like one thing a new meaningful relationship or connection, one thing a fulfilling career, one thing peace within, one thing healing, one thing that sense of belonging. All these wants are not wrong because our wants actually helps us create goals. It helps us dream of possibilities and imagine what life could become. So in a way, without want, perhaps we wouldn't grow or take chances or even discover parts of ourselves we've forgotten about. So wanting isn't the problem. Still, the question remains, when does our want quietly become a need? The thing is, it's definitely an interesting shift because nothing externally changes. The dream is still the dream, the opportunity is still the opportunity, the person is still the person, the house is still the house. Yet something begins to change within us. We start attaching more and more of our emotional world to one particular outcome. And almost without noticing, your peace begins to wait for something outside yourself to arrive. Because needing is emotional, needing is attachment, needing is dependency, needing can be an identity. Wanting is light, needing is heavy. And the moment want becomes need, your relationship with that thing or that person or that place changes. That change doesn't happen loudly or dramatically. It can happen through familiarity, through routine, through memory, through emotional safety, through validation, even through comfort. It's like you start wanting something because it feels good. Then gradually you start needing it because it feels safe. And safety is powerful. That's a powerful catalyst. Still, safety creates attachment without you realizing it. Then our protective mind love what feels predictable. So when something consistently gives you reassurance, gives you comfort, gives you attention, gives you stability, gives you excitement, gives you escape or validation, your mind starts subconsciously relying on it. And why those thoughts and feelings seems harmless? Sometimes they quietly place an emotional amount of weight. on one particular outcome. Not because the outcome is wrong, but because we've unknowingly asked it to carry something it was never meant to hold: our peace. Sometimes our protective mind doesn't distinguish between "I enjoyed this" and "I depend on this." It just knows in the moment this feels good. So let's explore the shift through different aspects of our lives. Like when want becomes need in relationship. To be honest, I think this is where the shift can be most obvious. It's like you start with wanting someone's presence, and suddenly you need their reassurance. You start with wanting someone's attention, and suddenly you need their consistency. You start with wanting their energy, and suddenly you need their validation. The danger is not in the needing. The danger lies in not recognizing the shift, because need can make you stay in situations where your want would easily walk away. This brings me to when want becomes need in friendships, because friendships can become our emotional anchor. You start with wanting an aligned connection, and suddenly you need their presence to feel grounded. You start with wanting support, and suddenly you need their approval to feel secure. You start with wanting companionship, and suddenly you need their closeness to feel alive, to feel whole. Relationships and friendships needs are normal, absolutely, but there must be a balance. If not, you lose yourself, you lose your agency inside these connections. And then we have career needs. Career wants that becomes need. This can be very tricky. It's like you start by wanting financial stability, and suddenly you need the job even when it's draining you. You start by wanting to be recognized for your skills and abilities, and suddenly you need validation to feel capable. You start by wanting growth to expand yourself, and suddenly you need achievement to feel worthy. All these needs are not bad on their own, but becomes an issue when your needs trap you in an environment you've outgrown. This brings me to when wants becomes need in identity, because this one comes with different layers. When you start wanting peace, control, productivity, independence, and suddenly you need those things to feel safe. The problem starts because identity needs are powerful. They shape how you feel the world and how you show up, and they can also limit your evolution and your growth. There's an emotional cost with needing something too much. You risk losing your balance, losing your clarity, your boundaries, your agency, your self trust, your view of the world. Needs can sometimes make you hold on too tightly, fear change, misinterpret situation, and ultimately forget yourself. Something I've come to appreciate over the years is that the difference between responsibility and control. Responsibility works with your wants, and control works with your need. Sometimes we blur the two. It's like you want a new work environment. Your responsibility is to apply for suitable jobs, Prep for the interview, do your best. But then control and need can come in when you think you should get the job by portraying a particular version of yourself that you think is required for that outcome. But then sometimes we mistake letting go for giving up. Letting go is simply to remember that your worth, your identity, your abilities was never meant to depend on one particular outcome. Letting go is wanting something, taking responsibility for what you're part of it and what will support you, and trusting that what you've done is enough without attaching a need for a particular outcome. Giving up says it doesn't matter anymore. Letting go says it matters deeply. Still, I've done what's mine to do and not stress over what's out of my control. This is definitely easier said than done. The gentle truth is that we can always reverse that need back to want when we notice it, when we become aware of it. You don't have to detach, you just have to rebalance yourself. You don't have to give up, you just have to reclaim yourself. You don't have to stop wanting, you just have to notice when it starts becoming a need. So, as you move through the seasons of your life, I would like you to sit with this truth. Want is human, need is emotional, but balance is freedom. You are allowed to want deeply. You are allowed to desire fully. You are allowed to enjoy wholeheartedly. But you don't have to need anything so much that you lose yourself in the process. Let your wants be wants. Let your needs be conscious. Let your attachments be healthy. Let your growth be grounded. Thank you for sharing this moment with me today. Until next time, may you want bravely, need gently, and stay rooted in yourself.